This is the Iron Trader. The pitch just closed, so as usual, we're going to relook here at crude oil and natural gas. Remember, we have the API numbers here today at 4:30 and the EIA numbers on Wednesday at 10:30. At the end of the video, the support and resistance levels will be posted. This video is for information purposes only, not a recommendation to buy, sell any stock, commodity, ETF. Thanks for watching. All right, today, here we go. We have the old crude. Here's a daily chart. Okay, so what we have here today is we had a higher high and it's holding this 8 SMA here at 72.29. That is really, really good, okay? After this candle right here, okay, there's a red dog. This is going to be, usually that's a good basing because you have basically a double bottom here, which should send this price up higher. So let's just look at the resistance level. So we want to look at today's high, okay, which is 73.78. Then we want to look at the bottom of this candle here, okay, that's 74.53. Then we start getting into these simple moving averages. 75.49, that's your 50. You got 76.58, there's your 100. And then we have your 21-day here sitting at 76.62. Now, this is all going to be very, very strong resistance because you have multi-layers here of these simple moving averages. However, if it breaks up, then what we do is we want to start looking to these candles here. So you got 78.39. Okay, you got 79.18. And then what you do, if it can get a higher above that, then we want to look here at this 81.38, your 200 SMA, and then you retest here at 83.53. Okay, now on the bottom here, what you want to do, if it sells down, you want to look at that key 8 SMA, 72.30. Then what we want to do is look at this candle right here, okay? This is 71.81, and then we look at the top of that one, 69.84, and then 67.95. That is your very, very key support levels here if it sells on down. But with a pattern like this, usually this thing is just set to rocket right on up here. So this looks higher. But again, always look at it as no opinion and look at both levels. If it's going higher, we go up to here. If it goes lower, watch a key resistance level, support level. So, okay, so let's take a look here on the weekly and on your monthly. All right, your weekly here. Now, your key support levels is you want to look basically here to the top of this candle here, okay, 71.67. The bottom of this candle here, this is 69.13. And then you want to watch this key 66.98. That is very, very going to be very strong support. And obviously, if it's lost, then we go right down to the retest there at 63.64. But if you look at this, okay, you look at this weekly chart here, see the low here? You made a lower low, but it was a nice big red dog candle. So you have a nice double bottom here. See, like on your weekly chart, you have a really nice bottom, double bottom here. The key is it going to rally up and can it get through all that resistance levels? All right, on a weekly here, you want to look here at this 8 SMA, 75.95, 76.73. That's your 21 days, okay? So it needs to get through that. Now, if you look at a monthly, your key support here is going to be this 200. This is sitting at 72.71. It needs to keep closing above. That's always a good sign. Then if not, it can go down to this 50 SMA here, 66.06. Your retest is you have 62.43, and then if it gets hammered, then you're looking at 59.46. But as long as it can keep holding this 200-day, that's always a very good sign. Now the next one's going to be if it can move up. You want to look at the 78.63. That is your 8 SMA. See how it rolled up, and then all your price go below. If it can roll up higher than that, then what you want to do is you want to look at this 85.40, your 50-day, and then your 86.06. Those would be your big upside targets here on your upside here. But again, we have to watch all this resistance right here in this area. And we'll see how this is going to go on up here. Okay, so now let's take a look here at your natural gas. All right, here we have your weekly chart of old natural gas. Now, we had a really nice sell-off here of 4 days of just red candles. But if you look at the candle right here, it came down and the low on it was 2.031, which is holding this 1.946 very nicely. Now we've had 3 up days here with higher highs. That's always a very good sign. But if you look at this overall pattern here, It's basically a sideways basing pattern. And usually when stuff bases like that, when she breaks out, she just rips. So you want to keep looking at these price channels here. Okay, 2.529 on the top and 1.946 on the bottom. Now, when you look at these SMAs here, they're all very tight. You're looking at 2.222, you're looking at 2.226, and then if you can get above the 50-day, 2.313. But as this thing is moving, it's just going in between here. So they're not really, really good support and resistant levels. So you basically just want to keep looking at them price channels here to see if you can just trade the range, okay, until she breaks out, okay, one way or the other. Like today, I scalped another 20 cents on Boyle, but I'm scalping, a 10,000 shares. So actually, it's a pretty good trade, but I'm not holding anything until I can see some kind of a big movement. All right, so let's take a look here on the weekly and on the monthly. Okay, so what would you want to look here? Here's your weekly chart. All right, so now this 8 SMA has been, it's just like right in the dead center of it now. The price is on up above it, but what you need to do is you need to get above this candle right here, and you need to get above this candle here, okay? And then you could have a good shot at this 21 SMA. But the problem is, this is coming right on down and just about ready to crash right on into it. So that's going to be very, very strong resistance unless you can get it to go and loop right back up. But on the upside, if you can get past this 2.529, that would be a target. And then your big target here is 3.748. That is your 200 SMA. Okay, that would be the big target. Now, on your monthly chart, you're not really doing much. It's just basically just sideways action. But if you look here, okay, you got your 100, your 50, your 200. There's a lot of resistance here, and I don't like this 8-day just smashing on down. That's got to be reversed to go right back up. So there is a lot of resistance here. So this sideways action that has been going on, just trade the range here until you can get somewhere that is going to be just rocketing to 2.529. If it can rocket above that, then you got a shot at this thing moving higher, and then more like on a consistent basis, where you're moving higher versus just like what it's doing here, where it just, just kind of like chewing away, just like it did when it came down on the downside. So with this, be very patient. You need a catalyst. You need some kind of a disruption, to give natural gas a little boost. So hopefully summer here will do it, or maybe close here to the fall. All right. Thanks for watching.